Hey, SNA fans, sorry about that. I guess I reached my limit of the stream, but now I'm making a second clip of this video, and that's what I was saying. This match was, and it wasn't that long. It was probably like a 15-minute contest, and it was very predictable, like we expected it to be. But at the same time, it still had us interested, like like what's next for the both men after this contest, and if the winner is going to be making it until the finals of the King of the Ring tournament, which that could be a possibility. But the way they book Angelo Dawkins like a sacrificial lamb, maybe it was completely pointless. And what would be the point of him being on his first match just to perish, basically? Which they should have found somebody else to be the substitute for Bobby Lashley, even though it was for a good reason with Bobby Lashley not be able to compete, and Angelo Dawkins trying to do it for the honor of his teammate and his current one that the team with is the Street Profits. But yeah, we do get the match. This where start off with Tama Tonga just started hammering away with elbow strikes right into the head, and this is where he started hitting right hands right into the midsection of Angelo Dawkins, and then it's where you go for a big right hand right to the head. It's where then you get ready to stomp him, but the referee's like, hey, you stop it, like you're like halfway there, 2.5, and this is where Tama Tonga had to stop. Is where he's like, oh well, I'm not done with him anyways, and that was not my finisher, or else I would have done it to the referee. Which that would have definitely would have jeopardized of him, jeopardizing of winning the King of the Ring tournament. But luckily that didn't happen. This is where then we got Angelo Dawkins. Then start hitting some right strikes, like if it's the bionic punches, like if he was the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. This is where then we got. This is where then we got. This is where then we got Angelo Dawkins start hitting clotheslines, and yeah, this match was very good. To this point, with Angelo Dawkins looking like a true single star. But this is where we got Angelo Dawkins and trying to Irish whip, then Tama Tonga right to the right side, but Tama countered, and then this is where he broke dog. But this is where he hits him with a stroking right hand right to the face of Solo Sikoa. This is where then Tonga Loa then had to hold him back so he wouldn't get himself or his cousin disqualified. But that's where we got Montez Ford also stepping in and helping his best friend / Street Profit brother out. Hit him with a rolling sentinel, Titus O'Neil's and Triple H's Spinebuster hybrided together. This is where we try to go for a pin, but surprisingly, Tama Tonga got the shoulder up at 2.99999999999. Double time minus 0.1 away from me in 3, to the point that that some of the fans might believe that Angelo Dawkins would be the one that could pull off an upset. But no, that did not happen, unfortunately, after hitting such a maneuver. But that's where we got Tonga Loa and Solo Sikoa then attack Montez Ford from behind, with him still trying to help motivate his tag partner of the Street Profits. But this is where then we saw Angelo Dawkins even the odds, but he forgot he was in the match with their cousin, which was Tonga Loa. Not Tama Loa. No, Tama Tonga. Yeah, it was Tama Tonga after being distracted by Loa and Tama Tonga. Yeah, not Tonga Loa and Solo Sikoa. This is where we got. This is where we got Tama Tonga to hit that flatliner, get the pin 1, 2, 3, and the winner of this match, Tama Tonga. And something just tells me if I know anybody in the neighborhood that's yeah. Right, before I started telling, and I tell everybody in the neighborhood, I meant to say, yeah, I said the neighborhood. And before I tell anybody, what am I even saying right now? My apologies. Yeah, Tama Tonga, give him a congratulations. I want to say Tama Tonga's been nailing it ever since he made his WWE debut, even though some of it may be thanks to Solo Sikoa getting involved, like how Roman Reigns did with the Usos when they were heels and when they were the OG Bloodline members. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below. And do you think that not you, but yeah, like, what's your thoughts on to this match? And do you think that Tama Tonga was the right person to win, or do you think it was too predictable and the surprising twist that Angelo Dawkins should have won in order won this match, like in order to be looked at as a future single star, like if him and Montez Ford ever split up. But luckily, one that's not going to happening because they're too damn successful to be a team, and then they're in this alliance with Bobby Lashley, which is not going to split anytime soon. And two, like like it seems like he's not ready for the singles, the division singles. But this is where we got Solo Sikoa then took care of Angelo Dawkins just like his tag partner Montez Ford with a post match spike, which we saw the Tonga brothers and Solo Sikoa put their fingers up in the air like if they're the new Roman and the Usos, which I totally highly doubt that they are. This is where then they walked out of the ring. This is where we got Blair Davenport in a vignette with her being making herself known on the SmackDown roster on the Match Flow commercial break. Commercial break, the Match Flow. The Match Flow. I'll say the Match Flow progressive. What's that preview of the vignette? Is where then we got Blair Davenport saying. He was like, my whole entire career, I was known as the narcissistic and egotistical, and bold and perhaps sadistic as well. And then she was like, and that is not, and none of that's 100% accurate at all. And I was like, yeah, when it comes to reality, I don't think so either. But this is where Blair Davenport's like, winning, like, that's why I want to succeed. Like, you have to send the message, like, in order to be reckoned. He was like, I stomped him and cracked him and I braked him. And she was like, and every single woman that you see as heroes, and that's very, very, very pathetic of you, gals. Like anybody can be respected. Like like I really appreciate it. And then the new very quick out, and then we go to the next slide. This is where then we got the main event match of the night, which let me tell you, these two wrestlers put on such a splendid contest, I guess you could say. Like these guys fighting each other like they're doing right now, like which the last time they fought each other was on Raw, even though it was kind of lackluster, but this one's like maybe 100 times better than it was before, if you ask me, when it comes to ranking this match though. But at the same time, it's still interesting to watch. Maybe it's because maybe it's because I've been watching these guys since I was very little, and they definitely did that magic, and they were trying to fight, and also this is a different kind of match, right? Because this is the first round of the King of the Ring tournament, which will be the last match, because we will have who's gonna fight? Yeah, Tama Tonga, and we got Tama Tonga against Angelo Dawkins. We got Carmelo Hayes versus Baron Corbin. Who's fighting who on that last slot? We got. But anyway, a show one another. It's always gonna be like 9 times out of 10 a massive banger, if I correctly describe it. But anyway, this is where we do get the matches where it specifically start off with LA Knight and Santos Escobar is gonna be fighting each other, fighting like in the house show, at the house. And the winner gets to face Tama Tonga, while between Orton and Styles will face Carmelo Hayes. But anyway, this is where we got the match. This is where it's start off with Randy Orton and AJ Styles start twisting around, turning back and forth, and then see who's going to hit the next move on one another. This is where we got with this happening, with which we got let's oh yeah, it started off like a grappler, more likely AJ Styles winning it, with AJ Styles getting them with the first shot with a headlock, but it only took Randy Orton on his knee to it took him down on his knee to hit him with a headlock and try to choke him out. But this is where Randy Orton then countered, and then this is where he's like, "Oh no, you don't." This is where he then this is where they bounced from the top corner side, and then he threw him into the bottom. But this is where you got AJ Styles and hit him with a shoulder tackle. But Randy Orton then followed him. This is where he elbow struck him as soon as he dipped right into the bottom corner rope. This is where then Randy Orton closed on him out of the ring. This is where then Randy Orton's like, yeah, like that's how I get it done. Like, and again, who wants to see me hit a RKO out of nowhere, like I always want to see, like whether if it's in any arena, like in the United States or overseas, or even at the Thunderdome. And the fans are like, yeah, we want to see you possibly could become be the king of the ring, which we could possibly see him to be the SmackDown side favorite of the king of the ring, if not a Tama Tonga, which we could see, like that's only if Randy Orton can make it to this match and also the match afterwards, if he can beat AJ Styles and go to Carmelo Hayes. But yeah, this is where he knocked easily clothesline Styles out of the ring. This is where we saw Randy Orton does this outside the ring. This is where they start going for a brawl onto one another. Yeah, this is where they start going. Start going doing a brawl with Randy Orton mostly winning until Randy Orton brought him back in the ring. This is where he put him onto the upper right side where he was doing his signature and iconic pose. This is where they start hitting the right hand right onto the face of the Phenomenal One. So like 1, 2, 3, but the fans start counting with the Apex Predator / Viper. This is where then AJ Styles was just taking the hits right onto his head, with the fans started chanting how many times he's hitting him, which he got all the way up to 10. Well, more likely Randy Orton got him up right off the corner apron, no, not apron, turnbuckle in the upper right. This is where then he hit him with a big European uppercut right into the face. Where fans like, and this is where he hits him with the strike. This is where then Randy Orton. They're like, well, that was easy. Like, I would expect AJ Styles would have got out of it by now, but he was like, I guess he's taking it seems like he's taking a 5-minute break, even though there's no breaks in the middle of a wrestling match. But this is where then AJ Styles this is where Randy Orton and try Irish whip AJ Styles from the top corner to the bottom. But it's where AJ Styles countered him, turned it around, hit him missile dropkick right onto the Viper. This is where then AJ Styles then went right to the bottom corner. This is where he hit the signature phenomenal forearm right to the face of Randy Orton in the snapmare position, of course, like with him sitting down, like with AJ Styles hitting the strike onto him. This is where then we got AJ Styles like, okay, I'm back up, and I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do what I do best, and that is being phenomenal. And then I'm gonna finally beat Randy Orton in my third time though, actually, from WrestleMania 35, then the 2021 episode of Monday Night Raw, when he was in the feud with the Fiend Bray Wyatt. AJ Styles thinking like, this is gonna be the third time I beat him in a singles match. This is where then he elbow striked him right into the face. He landed Randy Orton hit face first right onto the rid of the ring post. AJ Styles did this phenomenal pose right onto the Viper. This is where then we got Randy Orton and grabbed something out of the Prime Energy. It looked like he grabbed something from the Prime Energy drink cart. But this is where he tricked AJ Styles with him, luring him to the trap. Like when he got closer to the Viper, he kicks him right in the gut. That's where then Randy Orton then followed it up with a back suplex right onto the the spike DDT right onto AJ Styles right onto the barricade. This is where he hits him with a big right hand right to the face. This is where AJ Styles tried to go for a double phenomenal forearm right onto Randy Orton, but this is where Randy Orton then rolled right inside the ring. This is where only for him to roll right back. Got him sending him right to the upper right side, but he gets kicked right to the face. This is where then AJ Styles hit a drop kick right to the left leg that he was messing with, like the use for his advantage. This is where AJ Styles then went right into the bottom corner ropes. It's where he hits him with the leg tripping chop block right onto the Viper. This is where Randy Orton's like, my left knee. Like he's purposely trying to injure me so I won't get my hands on Tama because both of them are friends and he probably was bribed by the new Bloodline member, considering that they were friends before in the original Bullet Club in New Japan Pro Wrestling. But this is where then we got somebody dressed up as Macho Man Randy Orton because he's dressed up as the wrong Randy wrestler, I guess you could say. And I was telling that guy like yeah, it seemed like that it's not like I told this fan right onto my screen and said like Randy Savage sadly passed away, and I hope this joke is not offensive because I'm not making fun of his death. I'm just making a joke of pointing out the logic onto this fan. Yeah, that's all my nature. But again, I'm not making fun of anything about the death of the legendary Macho Man. But yeah, let's continue. This is where we got AJ Styles then try to trick him. This is where then he hit him with a chop block on Randy Orton's left leg, and this is where he's like, my knee, and then this is where he's like I hope it's not broken, and this is where then AJ Styles took him back in the ring. This is where he tried to do some more damages and punishment by messing up with that leg right onto the bottom corner ropes. The referee was like, all right, like that's enough. Like, stop it. Like, his leg's on the rope. That's count as a rope break. And this is where AJ Styles like, all right. Like you don't have to get on my back. Like, you're not the boss of me. And then this is where then he puts his leg, draped right onto the middle rope on the right side. This is where then we got AJ Styles then starts stomping on it. This is where he tries to go for a big stomp right onto the left leg of Randy. But this is where Randy Orton then kick him right out of the ring by booting him right into the backside, flipping right over the top rope. That's where then Randy Orton started going for his comeback moves and clotheslines after clotheslines and then power slams. And this is where they hit him with a European uppercut at one hand. Afterwards, this is where the Randy Orton tried to grab onto AJ Styles, go for a spike DDT right onto AJ Styles. This is where AJ Styles then hit him with a big forearm right into the face, and you know what that means. And this is where he tried to go for a phenomenal forearm, what he almost did not realize and remember is that Randy Orton could RKO him out of nowhere, or even at a regular time, like in which it don't have to be out of nowhere. It could just be at any time, like what if it's obvious or not. Like, very unpredictable, by the way. But it looked like it was about to do that, like if it was 2019 again, like if Randy Orton was Britney Spears and along with AJ Styles. This is where Randy Orton's like, oh, this is where AJ Styles like, I got you. Like, I know you were going. You were gonna fall for that, and this is where Randy Orton then he was like, nope, like I knew you were gonna do that just to get my reaction. This is where then Randy Orton then kicks him right into the gut. This is where he finally hits the vintage spike DDT onto Styles. This is where then what was it? Oh no, yeah, I'm right, yeah. Or no, he didn't hit him with spike DDT. It was countered by AJ Styles, yeah. This is where AJ Styles then try to go for the phenomenal forearm. But this is where Randy Orton then grabs onto the ropes, dipped it, go up and down. And this is where he starts shaking up and down, like if he was a villainous character that was getting backfired by the hero, which that was AJ Styles' case after getting tripped over by the Viper. This is where he fell down. This is where Randy Orton's like my knee's still not in good shape, and it's very painful. But this is where then we got Randy Orton to try to go for a clothesline right on the AJ Styles, but he counters out of it. He puts his his left leg wrapped around Randy Orton's left knee, right the back of it. This is where he hits him with a calf crusher, trying to pull off not only Orton's knee, but also his ankle as well. This is where then Randy Orton was like, "No, I will never surrender." This is where AJ Styles was like, "Well, that's too bad. Like you're not gonna be let go like anytime soon unless you beat unless you let me beat you and you did the tag out loss or something like that." Yeah. And this is where Randy Orton's like, "Come on!" This is where Randy Orton's like, "Get off my leg!" And this is where then Randy Orton flips out of it somehow. Like after get him off his leg, this is where then AJ Styles try to attack him, try to dive onto him, which was a huge mistake. He did not know what maneuver he was intending to do. So that's where Randy Orton intercepted and hit a power slam right onto the Phenomenal One. This is where he tried to go for a pin, but this is where AJ Styles, I believe, kicked out at 2.9. This is where then Randy Orton then tried to stalk AJ Styles, like when he got up on the upper right side. This is where then he puts him right up on the top rope. This is where then he tried to put him up picture perfectly, right up in the top rope. This is where he hits a big right hand right into the face. This is where Styles flips out of it right beneath Orton's legs. He trips over the Viper. This is where then AJ Styles then try to grab on Randy Orton, but this is what he did not know, that Randy Orton had a trap that he fell for. This is where then he pushed him right in the middle of the ropes. This is where he was in the right side apron. Randy Orton with the vintage spike DDT, because you know the rules. Like if it's gonna be the failure the first time, like it's gonna be a guarantee the second time successfully. But this was the same, like when he tried to hit the three most devastating letters in all of sports entertainment, which was the RKO, but he had trouble at first when AJ Styles pushes him right to the upper right side of the right onto the turnbuckle. This is where then AJ Styles flips right over on the top apron. This is where he gets a big right hand fist right into the face of the Viper. This is where then AJ Styles tried to go for the phenomenal forearm, which he successfully hit, which I was shocked that he hit the maneuver. I was like, uh-oh. It seemed like Randy Orton's going to be eliminated. But as soon as the referee counted 1, 2 from, even though this is Randy Orton, and he got hit with more deadliest moves than the phenomenal forearm before, and he still kicked out of them. But still, like, it looked like the end was near to the Apex Predator, though, and he didn't have nothing left to fight over. But looks can truly be deceiving, because as soon as Randy Orton kicked out at 2.999, like this is like 999 double triple 9 minus 0.1 away from being 2. This is where AJ Styles started shouting at Randy Orton. He was like, "You're not gonna beat me, and you're not gonna take my spot as king of the ring." And then this is where they did this pose, like the phenomenal pose, to get ready to do the Styles Clash. But this is where Randy Orton got flipped right out of AJ Styles' legs, hit him with an RKO out of nowhere that he does best, gets the 1, 2, 3, and the winner of this match, and emerging to the second round next Friday against Carmelo Hayes, Randy Orton. And I want to give a ginormous congratulations of capturing the main event win. Like, and yeah, this matches in the main event spot never gets old, and hopefully these guys remain as the main. AJ Styles could still wrestle at like this version of himself, even in his mid-50s. Even though he's in his mid-40s right now, he could be the same by the time he's in his like in his 50s. Like, in same with Randy Orton, which Randy Orton said he wants to do this for another decade until he hits 50 or even over that. And I still think they can still do it. And then some may think that these two 40-year-old superstars took in the spotlights from the younger guys, which I don't think they did. Like, they show that they're exactly like the younger guys, but with a bit more experienced. But yeah, I want to give a big congratulations. And this was a very, very, very tremendous main event. You can watch this any day. Even if even if you're not really paying attention much of the WWE show, you would probably pay attention to this match, because this is a match that you do not want to forget, like, because one of the women, because it is the King of the Ring tournament, and this is the only achievement that Randy or or whoever it may be, or even a man that loves chanting his favorite infamous catchphrase, yeah, when everybody's saying, which I'm surprised he didn't make no some kind of cameo appearance, but we'll probably see him soon enough as next week, like after after him like possibly after him defeating Santos Escobar, because that match didn't happen. And it's gonna be similar to the Rey Mysterio versus Kofi Kingston match, which I forgot to tell you guys, which I thought was gonna be on the following week Raw, but it seemed like they move it over to the live event house show, which we'll see Rey Mysterio, like either one night or both nights. We'll see Rey Mysterio against Kofi Kingston, uh, while L.A. Knight and Santos Escobar will take on each other on the other night or the other time. And also, and the same with the women, like with who was not at the Queen of the Ring tournament of Raw. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure who's gonna be in, but all I know is me, Tim, Mia Yim, and Tiffany Stratton's also gonna wrestle for the King and Queen. I mean, the Queen of the Ring tournament as well, which we're gonna see. They're gonna face either either woman's gonna be facing Bianca Belair, guaranteed, because she just defeated Candice LeRae. But yeah, like I said, give me your take in the comments. Who's gonna win this whole thing in the women's and the men's division? Which I may give my predictions to the women's side, maybe a Jade Cargill, maybe. If not, Lyra Valkyria on Raw. While on SmackDown, I'll give Randy Orton, because yeah, I'll say he's a legend. He's a Grand Slam champion, and he's one of the greatest of all time in the WWE business. And can he finally finish up? And I'm gonna finish up. I'll say finally can add one more accolade of in order to him to become the ultimate Grand Slam champion. Only time will tell, yeah. Which I'm hoping one day he will, like before retirement hits, and he can win every single championship that has been created in WWE, and achievements and accolades as well. But I'll give overall Friday Night SmackDown I'll say maybe a 4.5 out of 5. Like, despite being like some kind of King and Queen of the Ring exclusive episode, they still managed to put on some entertaining moments, entertaining wrestling, and some matches to grab the attention to us wrestling fans and IWC guys. And what do you think? Who's going to be making it to the finals in the King and Queen of the tournament? And also, what's your thoughts on Cody Rhodes facing Logan Paul? And it's been announced at the beginning of the night. And do you think Cody Rhodes will win and add some more gold into his collection and become a Grand Slam champion? Time will tell. Or do you think Logan Paul could dethrone him and become the double champion, and be the WWE and the United States champion, be the first, the second ever guy to do so in the modern WWE, which Seth Rollins is number one when he defeated John Cena for his United States championship, when he was the WWE championship. And do you think the history might repeat itself like 9 years ago? Yeah, anything's possible, I suppose. But yeah, now let me know in the comments on what your thoughts on SmackDown on the road to the King and Queen of the Ring. It may not be the greatest SmackDown that they have ever made, but it's still a good show, and it still showed that that the blue brand is just as entertaining and good as their red show on Raw. And hopefully they maintain this, and there will be plenty more positives coming from yours truly's mouth into the SNA podcast. And yeah, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, please make sure to hit the big thumbs up button and subscribe and click the bell notification icon bell so you can be the first one to know when I upload my latest videos. And also make sure to get it up to 10,000 likes and subscribes as well. Because yeah, to do something special on my SNA YouTube content. And please make sure to check out my Collision and Rampage review video, which I thought Rampage would be on back a couple hours ago, but it seems like that it's the now that it's excuse me, it's moved over to Saturdays, even though it's not on its usual Fridays. And yeah, after SmackDown goes off the air, but it looks like it's gonna be on like when Collisions goes off the air, and Collisions like in more of an easier AEW version of SmackDown in comparisons. But yeah, but hopefully you guys will enjoy my review video tomorrow of AEW Collision and AEW Rampage respectively. Hope you guys have a great rest of your afternoon, and I'll see. I mean, afternoon. What am I even talking about anymore? I'm getting tired. Like on my last night's wrestling news video, which I apologize by the way. But yeah, what a very entertaining main event match. Even though they wrestled each other 100 times, that's going to be the criticism from everybody else in the fan base and the IWC, of course. Even the normal ones like my fellow YouTubers. But at the same time, you got to admit they definitely delivered in this match. They were the stars of the show, or they were, I'll say, the leading stars of the show. Let me rephrase that. Yeah, of leading to greatness in WWE's new era of the Renaissance PG era. I mean, not PG, the Renaissance Paul Triple H Levesque era. I wish an apology to Cody Rhodes and Triple H for that mistake, but that mishap mistake. Let me rephrase that. But yeah, I see you guys tomorrow in the evening while I put out the Dynamite and the Collision review videos. And I'll see you then with some more SNA content until we meet again. Super Ninja Austin out of here. Bye-bye, my SNA fans. Thank you guys for watching to the very end, and I'll see you guys next time.